Hey! So here's my first writing tip in this series, which is about using your own voice. So, a friend of mine emailed me yesterday. She's also one of my beta readers, so she has been reading my book before I send it out to agents and publishers. And she is working on her own book as well. And she said in the middle of the night, she had all these ideas to work on her book. And then when she woke up, she realized it was my voice in her head, which of course is totally flattering, but not necessarily what we want when we're working on our own work. So I remembered when I first started writing my book, I was listening to Jenny Lawson's audiobook of Let's Pretend This Never Happened, which is so good. And as I was writing, I kept wanting to put y'all at the end of a sentence. And I'm from New Jersey, I lived in Massachusetts for most of my adult life. I am not a y'all user. I've dabbled with Southerners and I love a well placed, colorful metaphor. And I, like to practice talking like Kevin Spacey in Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. But y'all is not my voice. What was helpful though about getting in someone else's voice was that I thought about what is it that I love about Jenny Lawson's y'all that I'm trying to bring in. And what it was her inclusivity. So when she says can't make this up y'all, or whatever she's saying, more interesting than that for sure. She's bringing people in. So for me, I'm like, what is it? It's the inclusivity. So I decided from there to, in my own voice, create inclusivity in that moment. So instead of throwing a y'all at the end of the sentence, I'm going to throw in something else that's more me. I can't tell you what that is right now, but I want to foster inclusivity. So that is my tip for today, is that when you find yourself writing in someone else's voice, figure out what it is that you are wanting to emulate, and then do it in your own voice. I have another example. Joan Didion, who doesn't love her? And she is unflinching and a fierce editor. And when I was writing my thesis about her, my advisor said, "You write about what a fierce editor Joan Didion is. Why don't you try doing that yourself?" Totally fair and point taken. But similarly, that's what it is when I find myself feeling into this, Didionness. What is it there that I love? It is the not mincing words, the fierce editing, and the clarifying what this is and stripping everything else away. And so when you're getting someone else's voice in your head, often it's for a very good reason. It's because you want to foster what they fostered in you while you were reading it. I hope that is helpful, and I hope everyone has an awesome writerly day. I will never sing that song again.